Ever heard of Lancia, a brand that once dominated rally racing, built some of the most innovative luxury cars on the road, and today has nearly vanished from the streets? Here's how one of Italy's most fascinating car brands fell apart. Lancia was founded in 1906 in Turin by Vincenzo Lancia, an engineer, a racing driver, and an absolute visionary. From day one, it was a brand for people who wanted more than just a car. In the 1920s, the Lambda introduced a unibody structure and independent suspension, while the Augusta became the first sedan with hydraulic brakes. Then came the era of luxury limousines and rally monsters. The Stratos and the Delta Integrale turned Lancia into a motorsport icon. In 1969, Fiat took over. On one hand, it brought funding and access to new technology. On the other, the compromises began. A brand that had lived and breathed innovation and character was slowly becoming an awkward, niche afterthought inside a giant corporation. Expensive to build, low in volume, and squeezed between Fiat, Alfa Romeo, and the rest of the group. Once Lancia stepped away from rallying and motorsport, it lost its sporting DNA. New models were comfortable and well-equipped, but the spark was gone. Not quite premium, not quite mainstream. Meanwhile, the competition, Germans, Japanese, and later Koreans, was pushing strong brands, modern designs, and full SUV lineups. Lancia was losing the fight for customers. The biggest self-inflicted wound came after Fiat merged with Chrysler. Instead of designing its own cars, Lancia was handed American models with an Italian badge slapped on. The Chrysler 300 became the Lancia Thema, the Voyager became the Lancia Voyager, and even the Flavia was based on the Chrysler 200C. For loyal fans, it felt like a betrayal. The Italian, luxurious Lancia had suddenly become nothing more than a rebadging exercise. The brand's image blurred completely. In 2014, the decision was made. Lancia would pull out of every market outside Italy. Sales were in freefall, and the only model with any real traction was the compact Ypsilon. By 2017, it was done. Lancia dealerships disappeared from Poland and the rest of Europe, and the brand was reduced to a single model sold exclusively in Italy. Interestingly, the Ypsilon was actually manufactured in Tychy, Poland. For most drivers, Lancia had simply ceased to exist. Today, Stellantis is trying to revive Lancia, launching a new Ypsilon and teasing more models to come. The problem? They're largely familiar platforms from within the group, dressed up in a prettier, pricier package, and customers aren't necessarily convinced it's worth the premium. Lancia's story is a great lesson. Even the most innovative and beloved brand can collapse if it loses its identity, stops investing in its product, and lets corporate decisions kill its soul. What about you? Would you buy a Lancia today? Or is it just a legend living on old rally posters? Let me know in the comments.